The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at first criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh please, the puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
Hello, Sofa Squad. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing lovely. I hope you're doing well. If y'all could drop a 1 in the comment section, pretty please let me know that you can hear me talking. Thank you, Danny. I do appreciate it. And welcome the mods to the squad. I do appreciate y'all very, very, very much for being here. And welcome, squad. I hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Crystal and Sandy, an employee of the month. I love it. Hello, Kelly. Hey, Frida. What's up? Hey, Kim. Hey, Trex. I hope everybody's doing well. Just call me Kim. So, y'all, first of all, apologies for wait, it's right over there. There. Okay, there. I'm having to point to the opposite so that y'all can see. That's so weird. Yo, I'm pointing to the window opposite so that it looks like I'm pointing to this. Anyways, I'm finishing painting the rest of the room. So I painted just this half when I first got in here so I could record and stuff like that. You see the paint stuff right there. So before we started, I was painting, like taping everything off and all that. So that'll be kind of like my rest of the weekend project. So the whole room will be like this nice little navy blue cave with lights and stuff. So we're working on it. Shoo-ba-da-doop-doop. Dope. Thank you, One Man's Trash. Oh, Danny, thanks for being a member for 13 months. Wow, that's a long time. Thank you. I'm honored. Can't follow chat, but I'm here. Super Ranger. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. I appreciate you being here. I get it. So yeah, what we're doing tonight is we're gonna do a few just quick updates. This helps to keep me on track, and it's fun to catch up with y'all. Doing it this way. Pardon me. Tomorrow evening, our live chat on Sunday is going to be about Sarah Hartsfield. The trial starts on Monday. Now, here's the thing, and we're going to kind of go, we'll go over it now. So they are not going to be airing her trial in a traditional sense. They've allowed a camera, but there's no audio recording until the closing arguments and verdict. So they're going to have people, like people doing the live stuff or whatever from the, tweets and stuff like that and updates. So I'm going to follow it that way. So we'll probably treat it like the mushroom trial, and we'll kind of like tune in and, just read the updates and stuff like that and go over it. It's essentially, I don't want to simplify it to just say, oh, it's a poisoning thing. It's an insulin poisoning thing, but there's so much other history with her former husbands and whatnot. It's just kind of a crazy trial. I'm slightly devastated that they are not, gonna air it in the traditional sense that we're thinking, but it is what it is. So there's that. Anyways, now the first thing I want to go over, time out, let me rewind. Okay, y'all, tomorrow morning's video, 8 o'clock in the main channel, is a video of me doing ad libs of the Donna Adelson trial, of like Donna and her attorneys and stuff like that. So when I say it's an experimental video, if you follow me over here and watch me in the trials, you know how I do that, where I ad lib people in the middle. And so many people liked that. So I was like, let me just try a little thing or whatever and do a whole video of it. It's a shorter, but it's like 20 some minutes. But tune in, see what you like, and let me know in the comment section if you like that kind of stuff. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, I had so much fun making. I'm talking knee slapping, and it's just being silly, right? And the editors, y'all, when I tell you they nailed Tom Petty, Donna's what do you call her, attorney. I was like, y'all have watched this trial. Y'all get her, right? It was so much fun, y'all. Oh my gosh. So hopefully y'all like it, and just let me know. And then if y'all like it more, I would make a whole channel of that. I mean, that was so much fun. Okay. So anyways, that's at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning in the main channel. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Now, the first thing we're covering tonight, we're talking about is, it's a completely different tone now. Horrifying. And it's the Laken Snelling case. This one, y'all, you can't make this ish up, okay? They've released some more information. Actually, Christina Randall, I just got a thing from her Patreon saying, like, you know how if you follow Christina Randall or whatever, she has the Patreon where she puts her thing where it, YouTube won't let her put it on or whatever. She just did a video on it too. Like a dedicated video, whatever. Okay, so let me pull these things up. Please. Oh, I said, please hold. That's all I ask. So Laken Snelling goes to the grand jury, judge rules. So this is from News Nation. I'm reading this article real quick. So a judge ruled that there is sufficient evidence, I mean, obviously, right, for the case against the former University of Kentucky cheerleader Laken to go to a grand jury for an indictment. She's 21. She appeared in court Friday morning for a preliminary hearing after being arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. A grand jury could add or change the charges after hearing evidence and testimony. And this is what we're going to get into, pardon me, because I think that there's going to be some upcharges coming. Okay. Snelling was not home when an unknown individual placed a 911 call about a dead newborn found in the closet of her off-campus home. Investigators determined the infant had been dead for at least 3 to 4 hours before it was discovered based on the temperature of the body. When questioned by officers, Snelling admitted to giving birth and putting all the evidence in a trash bag, some of which she wrapped in a towel. A preliminary autopsy could not determine the infant's cause of death, and an investigation is ongoing to determine if the baby was born alive or stillborn. Now we're going to get to that in a second. Pardon me. Excuse me. Or whether she could have suffered a miscarriage. Snelling pled not guilty to all charges. On September 2nd, she withdrew from the university and was placed on an in-home incarceration at her parents' home after posting a $100,000 bond. Now, that being said, let's get over here to this one, because this one's where I think it's going to get turned up. Okay. So this is from Lexington 18, it looks like. And it's a report. Baby of UK student believed to have been alive at birth and full term. So records from Lexington police have revealed that the newborn baby of Laken Snelling, quote, appeared to be full term when discovered, end quote. According to an affidavit filed on August 8th, Snelling told medical staff at UK, I wonder if they meant September 8th. Anyways, medical staff at UK hospital that the baby, this quote, the baby made a whimper and that she guessed the baby was alive, end quote. My God. LPD reports that the search warrant for Snelling's social media accounts found searches, quote, including different things pertaining to pregnancy, images of her during labor, photos of her doing things ordinary pregnant women should not be doing, and a concealed or hidden pregnancy, end quote. Police additionally believe that other items and information may have been deleted relating to pregnancy and to, quote, to the birth of the full-term baby, end quote. Snelling's roommates, another document reports, had heard loud noises after she had given birth at 4 a.m. on August 27th. She told police later that she did not believe the baby was alive. She later told police she then fell asleep on top of the baby, and when she woke after passing out, she saw, quote, the baby turning blue and purple, end quote. Snelling then wrapped the baby in a towel, believing he was dead. She woke up again at 7:30 at her 7:30 alarm and placed the baby and the placenta in a black trash bag in her closet. Around 8:40, Snelling told her roommates that she had passed out early that morning and caused the loud noises, and then said she was going to the doctor because, quote, she had not eaten and had not been feeling well, end quote. Rather than attending her 9:30 a.m. class, she ordered through the McDonald's app and picked up food, and then drove to the university clinic. She did not go inside and returned to her residence after 10:30, where she was soon arrested. Snelling's roommates had become suspicious of her pregnancy as well as the noises overnight. They entered her room and found a blood-soaked towel on the floor and a plastic bag containing evidence of childbirth. Snelling, who no longer attends the university, is charged with abuse of a corpse in connection with her infant's death. Oh, hey, Murder Nerd. How's it going? Hey, Casey. I just on the other screen. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Culinary. Hey, Observation. Hey, Jay. So Casey says pics of her in labor. That's my, I'm like, and I think that was Christina Randall's video. Like, did she take pictures of herself during labor? Like, what do y'all, what do you, and again, this is complete, we're going into speculate. Hey, RJ, we're going into complete speculation right here. When it's like she was taking pictures of herself in labor, like, do you think there's two versions of labor? There's like, oh, I'm in labor, but I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's, we're not like physically giving birth labor, and then there's the physically giving birth labor, like the beginnings of. So I'm like, are they saying that she took pictures like when she was probably in labor, or like, as you see what I'm saying? Like, I have questions, because why in God's name would you do that? And then, okay, wait, she deleted the pics from what Hidden True Crime reported. Okay. Why would she take pictures like that? I have questions about that. And this, pardon me, this reminds me so much. Hey, Tux, how's it going? Hey, Aldra. Oh, Culinary, that's an excellent point. Culinary says that's probably right. I wonder if she took pics of what she was going on down there when the baby was coming. And that could be, because that would seem like, if you were trying to figure out, like, what's going on. Yeah. The room. So then, if the roommates, well, first of all, okay, if you look at these other, hey, Crafting, and yeah, Crafty says the same thing. I mean, maybe she took pics because she didn't know what she was going to do with the baby. Yeah, there's smiling stuff to try and conceal. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, she didn't have a mirror. Yeah, I wonder if that was going on. So also the roommates, when said they questioned her pregnancy, and tell me if y'all have seen this in other like channels covering this. So my question is this: have the roommates, were they questioning her pregnancy throughout the pregnancy? That's what my assumption is, right? Because I feel like that I saw somewhere, and so this is speculation on my part because I don't have a resource in front of me for it. I feel like the roommates were questioning this along the way, because I think it was like people were like, she's pregnant, right? definitely then if they heard something, so they already had, and I'm talking about the roommates, if the roommates already had some inclination of like, she's, she kind of, she's whatever, right? Maybe she gained a little weight, maybe she's showing this picture, maybe she's doing this, whatever, right? And she's like, no, I'm not pregnant, or no, I just a little bloated, or whatever's going on. And then they hear all these noises and it's adding up, and they're like, wait a minute, like, what was going on? It sounded like and you don't know, she really passed out. Like, let's pretend she did that, because I could see you're giving birth trying to be quiet in your room in a college, right? I mean, that would, and you don't know what kind of physical. She's lucky that she's alive, right? Um, so she might have legitimately passed out. So then you have to wonder, well, was the baby making a noise? Bless its little heart. Like, was it crying, but she was passed out and didn't know that? And so she was trying to play it off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just reading your comments real quick. So the roommate called, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, the roommate called 911. So, yeah. So the roommates, I feel like they had been suspecting it all along, and then they heard whatever went down go down, and then she left, and they were like, something's if they felt enough to go in her room and search her room, they heard some ish, right? They heard something going down. And I'm just assuming that they had been suspecting this along the way. And yeah, the roommate found the baby. The roommate found what it says, the trash bag with the placenta stuff, but I think the trash bag had the baby in it too. So, and the bloody towel and all the signs were there. And maybe they just found that. We're like, oh, call 911, you know. And then she's running off. To me, it sounds like what she did is she went and got some food, whatever, and then maybe for an alibi went to the clinic so that the car looked like it went there, because she never went in. And this is the school clinic, because she probably knew enough at least to know, if I actually go to a doctor's office, they're going to, she's probably seen enough of this maybe, they're going to be like, well, we need to do blank. And they're going to obviously very quickly find out that she just had a baby, right? Yeah, and I think Murder says she was probably trying to conceal the whole pregnancy, probably afraid of her family. Yeah, that's to me, again, I don't know. This is speculation. I'm assuming that's probably a lot what was going on. Look at the cases that we followed, some of the recent ones like Ashley Treviso. That's a current one going on. Who knows what kind of resolution will come to that. Now, I think each of them have these different particular things. Skylar Richardson, that one's been resolved. That was years ago. She did end up just getting hit with the abuse of a corpse charge, and that was it. Now, the prosecutors made a lot of stuff up in that, and probably overcharged her in that. That case had a lot of particular legal stuff that went on with it. And what was the other one that we covered, y'all? It was Skylar, Alexi, and then Laken, but there was another one, sadly. I can't remember now. Yeah, so Laken is out, but basically on house arrest, right? Alexi is out, and depending on what goes down, a lot of the main evidence is going to get thrown out. So this current one was in Kentucky. Alexi Alexi might get away with it. And then yeah, Lexi, yeah. If they can prove whatever this evidence is that they're trying to say, oh, they can't use it. Now, again, I'm not coming from some lawyer point of view. So some lawyers might be able to say, that's probably not going to go nowhere. I personally, hey, Shannon, don't see how, and this, we're going back to Alexi here real quick. I don't see how, even no matter what took place, it's like you went into the hospital and had a baby and threw it in the garbage, right? I don't care about this, that, the other, period. So we'll say. The tricky thing that seems to happen with these is proving, hey, True Crime Amanda, is proving the birth, like was the baby alive, right? And I'm trying to remember back with Skylar's, and I felt like I'm going back to Skylar Richardson, and I almost felt like with hers, they tried to say that she burned the baby and did all this type of stuff, and that's where the prosecutors basically got caught in a bunch of stuff. Okay, hold on. Girl Friday, the Supreme Court seemed in favor of returning at least some of the evidence to the prosecutor based on the oral arguments that happened on the 4th in the Laken case. Okay, and so when you say returning at least some of the evidence to the prosecutor, do you mean like letting them use some of that evidence? So they're going to be like, well, you can use A, B, and C, but not D, E, and F. Is that what you're talking about? And thank you for the insight. Casey says she was in labor for 3 days. My God Almighty. Emergency C-section, not breathing. My body went into shock. Oh, yeah. You honestly, my God. So much can go wrong. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. See, the way, so with Skylar, and y'all help me out here because I can't remember. I felt like with Skylar, the remains were decomposed where they couldn't tell about the lungs. And I can't remember with Alexi. I feel like they can tell with hers. Do it. You know what? Hold on. Please hold. I don't want to look this up now. Did Alexi Treviso's baby have lungs? Have lungs in the air? You know what I'm saying? Have air. Yes, an autopsy determined that Alexi Treviso's baby had air in his lungs and stomach, indicating he was born alive and took breaths. I mean, again, so, and they'll be, I mean, they're going to be able to tell that with this child too, right? With back to Laken, they're going to be able to tell that. I mean, if they're saying this is a full-term baby. Yeah, crafting brings up a good point. A baby can take a breath and live in only a few minutes if they have certain diseases. So a lot is going to come down. So in the Laken and Alexi, I think major reliant upon the autopsy. You know what I'm saying? To be able to say like, boom, 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 this is what went down. Can you imagine, first of all, for the poor baby, but then also everyone involved in the situation, like imagine being those roommates and being like, what's going on? And again, I just am sitting here. I'm like, they had to have been like, what happened to want to go into your roommate's room and search it. So more will come out, but yes. So Laken is out. She's in home arrest, $100,000 bond. Grand jury is going to come back. So this is what's going to be interesting with Laken to see is what the grand jury returns, because the grand jury comes back and says we're upcharging her. That's going to tell us we'll know, right? Because they say no, we're doing murder on this. Doesn't mean she's obviously have your day in court. Please hold. Let me take a sip of this. Yeah, that's a good question too, because it does make you wonder. Just call me. Kim says, why didn't they check on her or call 911? I would question too if the noises were that severe, like, and maybe we'll find out, because part of me is like, did they go knock on her door and be like, are you okay? Because to me, I'm very curious about that interaction, because I guess I just come back to clearly whatever they heard was enough for them to say, huh? But also imagine this. Imagine they had been questioning the pregnancy along the way, right? And they're sitting here like, are you buying her story? Did you see her? Like, whatever, whatever. Well, say they are following true crime cases and they know about Skylar and they know about Alexi and they've done all that, like how we do, you know what I'm saying? So if you were then in the situation with somebody doing that, you would be more like, wait a minute. Like, I've been following this in this case, you see. But then it does make you wonder if they're living, and again, I'm not sure the layout of the apartment or the dorm or whatever it is, but to me it sounds like they're all roommates. They heard something to the point where once she left, they went and searched her room. To me, and maybe I'm just old fuddy-duddy, but if you're in a situation, even I don't care, college, dorm, whatever, to where your roommates feel like they heard something that they want to go search your room when you're done, when you're gone, and then why not? But why not ask? But maybe they did. I don't know if they saw. I have so many questions. Well, these will all come of it when they release this information. The more information they release, this will all come to light. Bubba needs a kiss.
See, ASMR, ASMR, ASMR.
Now let's keep going. What do I got next? Please help. Laken. Okay. Singer Dave. I call him Singer David. I just pulled up one little article to go over here. So Singer David, this is the Celeste case where she was found possibly dismembered in the trunk of his Tesla. He's, come off of his tour. He's moved out of the house. That's what we're going to look over today, this article. He's left the house. She was very underage when they met, very underage when she was murdered. And the question remains, how did her body, why, how, when, where did her body end up in this man's trunk? She was missing since last, She was missing since last April. Right now, apparently, sounds like maybe there was like some rough situations at home. She had gone missing several times, so there's some troubles going on. Whatever. How long she had been with him, I don't know. But, and like I said, if you were in the live chat the other night, whatever, I take the murder part out of it. Okay, pretend she wasn't killed. Pretend somebody called 911. They went to the house and found out that she was there. I still have an ish ton of questions to ask, all centered around why is this kid, okay, because that's what she is, a kid living with you. Right? I mean, yeah. And then of course, obviously, how did she end up murdered in such a brutal way? So I found this today when I was looking through stuff. So this is from yesterday, Friday the 26th, The Independent. So DVDs, I'm going to call them DVDs because that's literally what my brain wants to say when I look at it is David, but also DVDs. David's DVDs mansion emptied by movers as mystery of body and car continues. Okay. So the movers were spotted clearing out the $4.1 million Los Angeles mansion rented by Singer DVD weeks after a missing girl's decomposed body was found inside a Tesla registered to him. Photos obtained by the Daily Mail show, hold on, you already know, please hold. We're going to read this one next. They got a disturbing theory. We want in on it. Okay. A week after police raided the property as part of their probe into the death of the 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, video showed movers hauling boxes down a large flight of stairs at the sprawling mansion after the 20-year-old singer, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, broke his $20,000 a month lease. Let's pause there for a second. $20,000 a month. Thank you, Natty. I mean, I'm just like, what? I can't. I know, right? Denise, she said, must be nice. Seriously, okay. I had to break the lease at the place. Oh yeah, no, we found one cheaper. It's $15,000 a month. Oh yeah, it's in the slums. Oh yeah, it's awful. It's only like 10,000 square feet, barely enough room to move around in. We can barely get around in the place. Oh, thank you, Danny. The cousin of the clap. I know, right? DVD sounds like the cousin of the clap. It might be. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Here we go. I appreciate it, Danny. Okay, we did that. We did that. We stopped at the 20,000. Okay. The singer said a move comes after authorities discovered a severely decomposed body in the trunk of an impounded Tesla registered to him. Last week, the LA Police Department's homicide unit served a search warrant on the rental. He is cooperating with law enforcement, police said. Several items of evidence were taken out. We've gone over this. This is an ongoing investigation, and investigators are following up on several leads. The home was apparently being searched for, quote, blood evidence. Yes, okay, this is what we're curious about. According to a News Nation report, police told TMZ that the home was about a block away from where the singer's Tesla was parked before it was towed. This past weekend, David canceled his European and UK tours days after axing his remaining US dates. A scheduled appearance by the singer-songwriter at the Grammys Museum was also canceled. The singer has not released an official statement. Meanwhile, the family of Celeste has said that they are heartbroken and devastated by the loss of a beloved daughter, sister, cousin, and friend. Authorities have not confirmed any potential relationship, between David and Celeste. According to reports, a song called Celeste was shared on SoundCloud in 2023 and credited to DVD. It is unclear whether the song was authentic. Y'all. While police investigate, there has been speculation about a potential relationship between DVD and Celeste on social media, where users have shared photos and videos purportedly showing the pair together. The LA County Medical Examiner said Celeste had a tattoo on her right index finger that said shh. Later, TMZ reported that Burke appears to have the same tattoo on his right index finger. The shh tattoo was popularized by Rihanna in 2008 and several other celebrities, including Lindsay Lohan, who also have it on their fingers. Her cause of death has not been made public. Okay, now let's go over here to this one. Now we're going to read Daily Mail. We're going to get into the smutty stuff. This is the title. DVD's mansion is mysteriously emptied by movers as disturbing theory emerges about why he still hasn't been arrested. Okay, let's just get into it. Okay. Well, where is it? No. Oh my God. Subscribe to keep reading. I can't believe they did that. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Crafting. I appreciate it. That is just absolutely terrible. Okay, hold on. We're so excited about it too. You knew it would be a 2 for a clickbaity title like that. You know it's probably something stupid. Okay, hold on. We're gonna find a different way now. That's not gonna stop us. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on, please. Hold on. Okay, hold on, here we go. We've gone in the back way. We found a loophole. Okay, this is AI overview loophole, but here we go. So what the disturbing theory suggests, private investigator Stephen Fisher, who was in contact with people close to Celeste's family, floated one version of his theory, preventing a homicide charge. According to Fisher, if Celeste died from an overdose rather than being murdered, and David or his manager panicked and hid her body, this could lead to lesser charges. If the autopsy and toxicology results are delayed long enough for evidence to be unusable, the manner of death could be ruled undetermined. Body decomposition. Celeste's body was in a severe state of decomposition when it was discovered in David's car on September 8th. This decay makes toxicology testing difficult, and a determination of the exact cause and manner of death could take months. Dodging responsibility. Under this theory, DVD and his team are deliberately stalling the investigation until the evidence deteriorates completely, preventing a murder charge, even if a crime related to hiding the body could still be proven. Ouch. Okay, hold on. Legal experts have said that while circumstances are suspicious, police cannot make an arrest in a homicide case without probable cause. As of September 27, 2025, the LAPD has not identified DVD as a suspect or person of interest, pending autopsy results. As legal expert Brian Buckmeyer explained on Good Morning America, an arrest requires a confirmed cause of death. With Celeste's body so badly decomposed, an autopsy report could take weeks or months to complete. Okay. While DVD owned the Tesla where Celeste's body was found, the car was abandoned for weeks and not reported stolen. Investigators must connect the dots between DVD, Celeste, and the car during the 16 months she was missing. Potential to compromise the case. Legal experts note that a premature arrest based on public pressure and online speculation could jeopardize the investigation and potentially lead to a dismissal in court. Other online speculation and alleged links. A leaked song. So an unreleased DVD song from 2023 titled Celeste Demo Unfinished includes lyrics, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest." Both Celeste and David reportedly had a matching tattoo on their fingers, and Celeste's mother told TMZ her daughter had a boyfriend named David. An incriminating music video. His 2025 music video for One More Dance shows the singer stuffing what appears to be a body in the trunk of a car and burying it. Oh, nice. Deleted content. Fans noticed David's subreddit was locked and posts critical of him were removed. A spokesperson for Reddit, however, explained that the moderator account, rumored to be DVD's, had been inactive, causing the sub to be restricted and that only users or mods can delete posts. Ignoring a missing person report. Private investigator Stephen Fisher reported that an individual informed DVD's manager in 2024 that Celeste was a missing person. Celeste later returned home, but her status as an underage runaway was allegedly known by DVD's camp. Friends were misled. Friends of DVD told TMZ that they believed Celeste was his 19-year-old girlfriend, not a minor, in part because she had fake IDs and attended age-restricted venues. Okay. So here's this. That whole thing sounds okay. And again, I don't know. So drop in the comments, especially if you know how this works or whatever. If they're stalling things, so I get where the police need to have probable cause and they need to make sure their I's are dotted and T's are crossed to make an arrest. 100% get that. 100% agree with that. If there is a way where it's like, well, let's stall this. Like, so if she overdosed, because I have heard that theory about she overdosed, they panicked, they stuffed her in the car, he left, right? So if they're trying to do that, then, okay. Very interesting. Now, pardon me. The friends saying, "Oh, we thought." First of all, if friends are legit, if this is confirmed that friends are like, "Oh, we thought that was his girlfriend," well, then I don't have any doubts they're in some kind of situationship, right? But the online speculation of maybe they're in a relationship. Well, friends are saying we thought that was his girlfriend, that she was 19. Well, why would they think that's your girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? So, and again, the friends might not know, but I mean, DVD clearly knew that she was a runaway. His little camp might know, but do you think the camp is going to tell, meaning his handlers, whatever? Are they going to sit here and tell like his little friend clique, "Oh yeah, she's some runaway underage"? I mean, I would think common sense would say no, but anything's possible. It would make more sense for them to be led on, and if they're seeing her, I would think that most people would assume, oh, she's of age. She's going to the nightclub. She's doing this. She's doing that. She's here to begin with. If they're a decent person, you know what I mean? They're going to assume, unless maybe she looks super young or something, like super young. And I mean, to me at this point, so it's tricky is to me, young people all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what are you like? You know, a 20-year-old looks like a little tiny kid to me. And I mean, that is a kid, you know what I mean? But maybe she could pass for 18 is what I'm getting at. And people didn't question that. But if he was sitting here seeing her when she was like 11, 12, I'm sorry. I'm not buying that, that a kid that young would pass as 18. I don't know. I know, right, Bandit? Um, so there's a lot going on with that. And again, so this is going to be a case. I mean, if they're waiting to get the autopsy on that and to find out what it is, and even if it's toxicology or whatever, and it comes back, oh, she died of a drug overdose, then that's going to answer more questions of, oh, because it would make more sense. So now if you look at it, and it could be numerous things, right? But now that I'm sitting here being like, oh, wait a minute. What if she died of an overdose? He's got this underage girl that he's been in a relationship with, and he's sitting here talking about, well, I'm getting ready to go back on tour, or I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that. I can't have this. So we're just going to hide her and I don't know what the reasoning would be unless you were hoping to make it look like something weird of putting someone you murdered, or even like if they can prove he didn't murder her, he just concealed the death of drugs or whatever. Why would you put her in your car unless you're like, well, I'm just going to make it look like I got set up? You see what I'm saying? Please help. Bubba got scared. Um, so yeah, so we're in a holding pattern with that case too, right? Now let's see what else I have over here. Brian Walsh, please hold. Okay, so Brian Walsh is the next. Well, we're gonna follow Sarah, obviously. Brian Walsh is the next televised trial we're gonna follow. If it, everything goes through, anything can happen. We've seen it happen all year long. Okay, his situation is tied up in something with Karen Reed's. The dude, we're going to read it. And they've been waiting on this stuff to come. The dude who got in trouble, the cop or something like that. This is like in the same court system and all this type of stuff. The state trooper, Mike Parker. So let me just read this. So again, Brian Walsh, and I'm going to start doing some overview videos of this coming up. I've done videos probably years ago at this point on it. Hey, Tori, this is like Anthony Todd level. This is absolute nightmare fuel. Okay. But it's finally coming to trial. So I'm going to do some let's get freshened up on it. And that will be the next time that we stream together and watch together. I mean, if you want to come over here, but I'll be streaming it. Good Lord. So there's that. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay. So attorneys for Brian Walsh, other defendants get update on Proctor evidence. Okay, now this is from September 25th. This is from Boston 10 News. Okay, so attorneys for Brian Walsh and other Norfolk County murder defendants are still trying to get evidence materials related to the former Massachusetts State Police Trooper Michael Proctor's phones used in the Karen Reed trial. The Reed trial evidence was given to the Norfolk DA's office with the condition that it would only be used in the retrial and then destroyed. But Walsh's attorneys are trying to get the materials to see if there is any exculpatory evidence in their case, which was also investigated in Norfolk County where Proctor worked. Prosecutors told a judge Thursday that they believe they have a potential way of providing the materials, but need a couple more weeks to finalize the plan with the U.S. Attorney's Office. Walsh is scheduled to go on trial on October 20th. Lawyers for Walsh and other murder defendants have been waiting for months for the Norfolk District Attorney's Office to release critical evidence, including between 3,000 to 5,000 pieces of communication stored in Proctor's cloud account. Can you imagine what's on there? Similar evidence led to Proctor being fired for misconduct in the high-profile murder case of Karen Reed, who was found not guilty in June. Rosemary Scapiccio, I'm probably butchering that, the defense attorney representing 25-year-old Miles King, raised concerns at a previous hearing last week that the date when the evidence can be destroyed is drawing closer. King is accused of fatally shooting Marquise Simmons in Milton back in July 2021. And then they quote this here, same kind of thing, 35 days away. Walsh, 48, of Cohasset, hopefully I'm saying that right, faces first-degree murder charges, faces first-degree murder, misleading a police investigation, and other charges in the death of his wife, whose body has never been recovered. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Anna Walsh, who is originally from Serbia, was last seen on January 1st, 2023, following a New Year's Eve dinner at her Massachusetts home with her husband and a family friend, prosecutors said. So, very interesting to see. So, wait, hold on. Oh, Peachy King, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. So we're going to, again, anything can happen with this. If they can find a way to delay the trial over this evidence, they're going to do it, right? It's just what they do. So October 20th is allegedly when we will start that. And I'm imagining that's going to be jury selection. But we'll start doing that. And again, we'll do some overviews and like live chat. We'll do stuff over here as it draws near to kind of get everybody on the same page and prep for it. But it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. You know, what it reminds me of is when people get in trouble for stuff. And again, I always go back to this case if you follow me for years, but the Michael Peterson case and Dwayne Deaver, the blood splatter person who lied on the stand, and then we're not on the stand, but obviously on the stand. But the way he did the evidence and numerous, I mean, he put innocent, I'm not saying Michael Peterson innocent, but legit people who were innocent were put in prison because of him. They got out, overturned. Other cases, such as Michael Peterson's, and other cases where the guilt was like, you know, people who probably should still be in prison were able to get out and never go back in. And this is what happens when people mess up like that. It can mess up so many cases. And this is another one where they're like, well, we want to do this, we want to do that. And everybody's going to run and do that. Bye, Murder Nerd. Have a good evening. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. There's new Josh Duggar news. Okay. Definitely going to have to look into that. Thank you, Peachy Kane. Definitely want to look at that. Okay, so Brian Walsh, Sarah. Okay, so let's go over to Sarah's. I talked about it in the beginning, but we'll talk about it, the official thing here. Sarah Hartsfield. Her name is Sarah. Her name is Sarah. Not Boone. Not Boone. There's no room for two Boones. That's the truth now. Okay, so let me get over here real quick. I'm going to share this so we can get a little visual going here, y'all. Hold on now, good Lord. Now, Maddie. Okay. So, Sarah Hartsfield insulin overdose murder trial starts Monday in Chambers County. Hartsfield has been in jail since February of 2023. So, Chambers County, Texas, after more than 2.5 years in jail, retired military mother Sarah Hartsfield is scheduled to go on trial starting Monday in the sudden death of her new husband in 2023. Sarah, 50, was indicted for murder after her husband Joseph passed away in a Baytown hospital. His cause of death was due to complications of the toxic effects of insulin, according to medical examiners, but the manner was left undetermined. The prosecutors are saying she ignored an alert about Joseph's dangerously low blood sugar level and delayed a phone call to 911 after finding him unresponsive. Investigators found up to 10 insulin pens on his side of the bed. At the hospital, his family members said that Sarah tried to keep them away from him. She also posted a video on Facebook of herself hovering and weeping over his hospital bed. I can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Just that alone, guilty. just the Facebook. You know, the tagline to that video was, don't really want to talk at the hospital, don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You already know that's what she tagged that video with. You already know that's what she tagged that video with. Send prayers, don't want to talk right now. Her hovering over her husband dying. These people, I swear. Hold on one second. Oh, Samantha, it's good to see you. I hope you've been well. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Shh. I do appreciate you. I hope you've been well. Okay, let's finish reading this. I want to find that Facebook video. You know it's cringy as hell. Pardon my language. Okay. Okay. The two had been married for less than a year, and he was planning to leave her in the weeks leading up to his death, expressing concerns to his family members over his own safety, according to search warrants. God bless him. He knew. Sarah has been married 5 times, and in messages from jail to news reporter Bryce Newberry wrote, "If I'm guilty of anything, okay, he's picking horrible husband, okay." Oh, man, I got to look at that interview. She entered a not guilty plea and claimed that she was recovering from surgery at the time and had her own pain regimen. Prosecutors have filed a list of more than 80 witnesses they may call to the stand during the trial, including medical and law enforcement experts, as well as more than 40 people from Sarah's past. They include all 4 of her children, neighbors, and exes. Oh my God. Minnesota investigators may also have to testify about a 2008, this is the other part, about a 2018 shooting in which Sarah fatally shot her fiance, David Bragg. It was initially ruled self-defense, but after her arrest in Texas, the Minnesota prosecutor told the news that the investigation had been reopened and lied to the evidence. He has declined to provide any updates on the case. Okay, so here's this part. So Judge Chap B. Kane, who will preside over the case, to allow them to bring up several extraneous offenses. On the list are the Minnesota shooting and nearly 24 other events from Sarah Hartsfield's past, including crimes like child abuse, arson, attempted capital murder. She has never been convicted of a crime. She's been getting away with it for a while. They also want to bring up wrongdoing since she's been jailed, including that she lied on the stand about having breast cancer, tampered with her son, who was on the witness list, and assaulted a fellow inmate earlier this year. She don't play now. Now, here's the part here. What to expect. Court is expected to begin 9 a.m. each weekday, and the trial could last up to 3 weeks. Judge Kane has agreed to 1 television camera in the courtroom after a request from KPRC 2 News and Dateline NBC. But audio recording will be only allowed during closing arguments and the verdict. No live streaming will be allowed. And then there aren't 2 sides to me. She sends messages from jail. We'll go over these in a separate thing. So tomorrow night, we're going to do, it's going to be all Sarah on the live chat. So we're going to leave it at that for now. That I just wanted to put that out there. Hold on, stop sharing. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be wild. Okay. Wild. So what we'll do tomorrow night on our live chat is we're going to do, it's just a Sarah trial. Or not, you know what I'm saying? We're going to look at some of the videos and go over the stuff and like kind of just do a good overview of like where has it been, where like, you know, where are we at? And then what we'll do is basically say Monday evening, we'll do a live chat here and we'll just read through the updates that they're doing because that's going to be the best way. Hey, Teddy. So, yeah, this one's going to be next level. And then we're going to follow it up with a palate cleanser of Brian Walsh. So, sippeth from the cuppeth and Octobereth, okay? And Tori says, when you say Sarah, when I say Sarah, you say Boone. I mean, come on now. That's about where we're at. Boone, Sarah, Boone, Sarah. Y'all, I cannot. So yeah, but tomorrow night we'll do the live chat at 7. It's just like we do here. This will be good. Okay, so can you imagine? I can't believe we have another Sarah. Hey, Diane, how's it going? Strawberry wine, 17, hot July moon. I love that song. Strawberry wine. It's going to be a wild night tonight, boys. And I do mean wild. I know her sentencing. It never gets old, does it? It never gets old. Yeah, this one sounds just as crazy. Just Call Me Kim says she sounds just as crazy as Sarah. Boom. Agreed. So, 100%. So, y'all, I'm going to hang up. Listen, man, I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang up the rotary dial phone now. Y'all remember? Okay, so we're going to end the little, case updates, and I'm going to finish with a short story, and then I'm going to run so I can do stuff and eat dinner and all that. Okay, so the dial phones or whatever, like the old-fashioned phones, like the real phones or whatever. Okay, so when I was a kid, and my grandmother, not this chair grandmother, but the rocking chair in the hallway grandmother, I used to love. So I would go to her house like during the summers and like kind of sit there or whatever. She would like look after me. Okay, so I used to love calling. I don't know what you call this, if it was 411 or whatever, but like you could call, well, there are a couple of things. You could call a number that was like, hello, the time is 7:52 p.m. The weather is, and it would tell you like in that kind of thing. But also, you could call, and I don't know if it's the same number. Help me out here. It would tell you the T on the soap operas if you missed them. And so it would tell you like, yesterday in General Hospital, Luke was found for the 13th time. You know what I'm saying? Like it would like update you or whatever on like the soap operas. So I thought I love to go to the phone and call that, right? And I would do that all the time. It was so fun to me. Oh my God. So much fun to me. So yeah, used to love doing that. Used to love doing that. Yeah, the soap opera review is cool. Because remember, like if you missed it back then, you missed it. Hey, Idaho. And my grandma, so we watched General Hospital, was it All My Children? Oh no, I do not have a new PO box yet. Probably Monday I'm gonna go find one here. General Hospital, All My Children. What was the other one? I know those two. All My Children, maybe As the World Turns. Because I know whatever ones that my grandmother watched, it was like back to back, right? And I know 100% General Hospital, Days of Our Lives. Thank you. Was it, maybe it was like All My Children? Is All My Children one, or did I make that up? Maybe did I make All My Children up? One Life to Live. I felt like that in General Hospital. And you can pick them up. You can start watching them again today, and they'll just sucked right in. One Life to Live, Young and the Restless, All My Children. And then the evening time, Dallas. I remember that. Remember that show, Dallas? It was All My Children. Okay. General Hospital, All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life. So maybe that's the three that she watched. And she sit there and she'd call her sister up. She'd be like, hey, sister. Oh, my goodness. Did you see Luke today? Oh. I couldn't believe it. The way they would leave you on the cliffhangers. Oh. Heaven forbid the president come on for something to talk during that time. Oh, my goodness. Or some kind of weather thing go down where they come on. Oh, my God. Y'all, please. It was rough back then. It was rough back then. If you missed it, you missed it. Okay? If you missed it, you missed it. but it gave everybody, it still does give entertainment. So anyways, so I'll set up the live for tomorrow night. It'll be about Sarah Hartsfield, and that we're just going to like review all that stuff and whatnot. So that's it. Thank you, mods, for being here and keeping the cushion going and the fluffs going and all the fun stuff. I do love you and appreciate you. And thank you, squad, for being here and enjoying catching up in these true crimes and laughing with me and breaking bread, okay, whatever you want to call it, okay, breaking the sofa. So that's it. I love y'all. We'll close out with Ode Morrison's, with Slow Morrison's Ode to the Sofa, and I will see y'all tomorrow evening. So also remember, tomorrow morning at 8:00 in the main channel is my ad-lib video for the Adelson trial. See what you think of the vibe. If you like it, let me know in the comments and I'll do more. I've had so much fun doing it. Hey, Veronica. So I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Sweet dreams, everybody.
The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough. Join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Perk's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.